What's up there YouTube? Yes, it's MBKVAPER back again with another hardware review. Happy Saturday, hope you're all well. Before we get on to this review, I just want to say we're so close to the 100. Please head over and to subscribe just down there. Really would appreciate it. But today, the review is for the Innokin Sensis pod device, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to head down to the table, get on with this review. Before we do that, we got to run the intro, haven't we? So welcome down to the table cam to the Sensis mod kit. I wanted to show you the packaging on this. I thought it was really good of them to do this sort of thing. I think the only thing that hasn't been 100% recycled material is this like laminate. Well, just say find the F on the side there, Innokin on the top there, and Sensis on the side there. You got coil plus refresh glass pod, RDL, which means restrictive direct to lung, Scepter S coils, and new vaping technology. And on the back here, if we just zoom in, that is everything that you need to know what's inside the box. But we're going to show you that anyway. So, as you can see, this is a totally different design of box of what we used to buy Innokin. Before, they used to look like iPhone boxes, and they was quite nice to open up. Now these are totally different, but still nice in their own little way. As we open it up there, it does say 100%. Is that going to focus in? Let's see if I can pull that back. There you go, 100% recyclable packaging, which I think is really good. On here you do say can you find F? Okay. We talk about that a little bit later. This is where your mod will go. No one's has nicked it. I've got it sitting on the side just over here. So we'll pull that out. And you're welcome to some of these white packages. Now before, these would have been in plastic, but they've used it as a recyclable packaging now, so it's easier for people. Let's bring this back in. Let's move this out of the way for a second. So you get your 0.65 S coil. There we go. And it is mesh on the inside. I don't know if you can, how well you can see that, but as you can see, it is mesh on the inside. And this coil is rated 9 to 12 watts. There we go. So we'll put that back in there. You also get, which I think is really good, and most manufacturers should do this, is a 510 adapter. So you can pop this in, and you can put a tank on top if you wish, like a mouth to lung or very low wattage sub-ohm tank or whatever. And I think that's a really good thing. You got your magnets there. You've also got O-rings to make sure it's nice and tight in there. I'm going to leave that out because I have been using that. You also get a mouth to lung mouthpiece and mouthpiece or O-rings. So we're going to have a look at them because I haven't looked at them yet. So you've got some O-rings there. So this here is an adapter to put Scepter coils into. So Scepter coils are compatible with the Sensis, but the Sensis coils aren't can't go into the Scepter. So I thought that was a really good touch that they put this in there as well. So we'll put that back in there so we don't lose it. All your different O-rings that you need, we'll put them back in there. Try not to lose any, because you know me, I'll probably end up losing them, so we'll put them in there. And you got your mouth to lung mouthpiece as well. Tis autumn Delrim. I'm not a big fan of the colour, but hey ho, there we go. Put that back in there. You also get a USB-C charging lead. Nice white one. We always get white from Innokin. There we go, that's that. You also get warning and safety leaflet, all in different languages. There we go, we got that. We've got the handbook. So if you need to look up anything, it's all in there. Once again, in all various different languages. And we have one more booklet to look at, which is the find. Can you find the F? So if you scan that there, you can go over to their Facebook Find F Club, and it would tell you a little bit more. So there is a code to get this FO F what slash ode thing all about, and yeah. So mouth to lung is 50 to 100 hertz, and direct to lung is 20 to 50 hertz, and that's all for different types of vaping. We'll talk about that a bit more when we get back up top, but we'll show you everything that you need to know in a bit. So that is that. That's the box. So let's move on to the actual device itself. Let's put that there. So let's pull this out. So this is the Sensis pod device, whatever you want to call it. So let's have a look around the device. So let's start with the pod itself. So you got a 510 removable drip tip, so you can put all your own in there if you so wish. This is the sub-ohm mouthpiece, that what they're calling, direct to lung mouthpiece. This is a glass pod. Let's see if I can get the sound. You can hear that. It has got a bung on the inside. Apparently there is a way of getting that out, but I haven't actually found a way of getting it out yet. But keep tuned, I might find a way, because people are saying with a little bit of work it will come out, but I don't know, because it's, to me it seems near enough impossible to get it out. Down here at the base you got your 3 magnets. It is covered in juice at the minute because I've just been using it. You've got the Sensis Innokin, your CE marks and don't vape in the bin. Your fill port, which is nice and easy accessible, nice and big there. And your coil. Let's see if I can get this out without spilling juice everywhere. Probably not. There we go. Let's pop that out. So this is the 0.25, yeah, 0.25 coil mesh once again with quite a big diameter on the inside there. And as you can see on the inside there is a bit of a cage. So I don't know where people are saying that you can get this out. I just don't think you can. We'll pop that back in there just like so. But you can see a bit of a seal down there. I don't know if that's what they're talking about. You can prise that off. I will look into it a bit more, but I don't want to break the glass on it, because the pods for these are actually quite expensive. Even though it does come with a coil, these actual pods, compared to stuff like the Voopoo drags and stuff like that, these pods are quite expensive. You're looking anything between 8 to 11 quid for these ones, just because it's glass. And you know, take that for what it's worth. So the mod itself, let's give that a bit of a clean. At the top there, you do have all your. Let's bring that down. Come on, bring it down. So you got your connectors in the middle. I just made that go dark. Connectors in the middle there. This is a big magnet on the top here. Your airflow goes into here, and you control it from the back here. So that is fully open. that is closed off, so you can actually dial it down for your mouth to lung or your direct to lung. On the back you've got some fake leverage, and it is quite squishy as well, with some fake stitching around there and this weird coil design. I'm guessing that's something to do with Find the F just there. You have got this Aegis X, Aegis type of thing going around here with this bracket, which I quite like. It's really quite nice. It makes the device look a bit nicer. Let's bring it out a little bit more so you can see. You got Sensis down here. You got your screen and fire button. That is all one. And then you've got Innokin on the side there. On the bottom, you do have your CE marks, your Don't Vape in the Bin, and 3000 milliamp battery on the bottom there. So let's see if we can zoom this in so you can see the screen. So it's already turned on, so I'm going to turn it off. So when we just press it, can you see that? I don't think you can. So let's do it here. So when we turn it on, you've got Sensis. Click on 3 times. It's always been 3 times with Innokin, so we go 1, 2, 3. And it's a nice bright screen. Can we see it down there? Yeah, just about. We'll do it from here. So on this screen you've got what mode you're in. So this is a wattage mode. That's a good thing. It's telling you there's no coil there. Your battery indicator, your wattage, your seconds pulled, your ohms, puff counter, and voltage applied down in this corner. So you've got your up, down, you've got your up. So when we press it, it will flash, and that's when you can turn it up. So this is a 6 to 40 watt device. So when we get to 40 watts and it goes up in 5 increments, it does round robin back to 6, which, to be fair, is a good feature, and they're both nice and clicky as well. This whole screen here is a firing button, so you can actually just put it in your hand and fire, just like that. Any other button combinations with the fire button there isn't a lot really, but if you press these 2 buttons at the same time, you get into your menus. You got your FO, you got your power, you got your coil refresh. That's your 3 like vaping modes. Then you've also got your refresh, settings, and exit. So what we're going to do first, we're going to have a look through the FO. That's everyone else is what's calling it, but I think it's their frequency. So we select it by pressing the power button, and then you've got your hertz. So like we were saying earlier, we've got anything above 50 hertz is for your mouth to lung. Anything below would be your for your direct to lung. So this is it apparently brings out different flavours with different hertz that you put through it, and you just have to find which one's going to be best for that particular flavour. We'll talk about that a little bit more when we get up top. I'll see if it's actually beneficial or not, but yeah, let's keep it at that. So it will go back to that as well. So let's go down to power. You've got wattage and voltage, so you can choose whichever. So we'll choose wattage, and that's what it will look like. We'll go back into power and show you what it looks like in voltage. And there you go, press and hold and it will flash, and then you can turn it up in 0.1 increments, and that's when where you want to be. Press it again, we go into coil plus. Once again you got your wattage and voltage, and apparently this gives it a little bit more, what's called a vibration feature to it, so it helps you bring more juice into the cotton so you get better flavour, and it helps your coil to last that little bit longer. Let's go back into the menu. Coil refresh. Now this is interesting. I will put the pod up on there. So this vibrates your... I'm going to keep doing that for now. This vibrates your coil to flush more into the more e-liquid into the coil to clean it, apparently. But I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do it again. So it's only for like 5 seconds, but it's actually vaporising some of the liquid in there. I don't know if that's something to do with how quick the vibrations are, like that Unisonic mod that was out. But yeah, or you can do for extended. Yeah, it still vaporises the coil, and I think that's a bit weird. I'm not fully understanding, and I haven't really looked much into to that feature itself. And it does actually work on, now if you put the 510 adapter in this little bad boy, and put a different tank on top, it does do it that way as well. And I'm not sure if it's actually vibrating it or making, like, actually vaporizing it to like very low wattage to pull more liquid into the coil. Yeah, I'm not into that sort of high tech stuff, but that is there for you to like go and enjoy if you so wish. Back into the menu, you've got settings. Go into there, you've got this screen, your timeout, your cut off, your device ID, and reset the whole device. And obviously we got exit. And basically that's it then, guys. And you do have a USB-C port just there, and it is up to 2 amp charging on that. So we'll get back up top, guys, and we'll have a quick talk about this, have a quick vape with this and with the 510, see which one I actually prefer, and we'll just tell you about my pros and cons. Oh, look at that fingerprint. So yeah, let's get back up top. So we're back up top with the Sensis by Innokin, the Pod, Mod, MTL and Direct Lung DTL, RDTL, whatever you want to call it, it's one of them. So let's give it a few toots, 20 watts, and see what we think. As you see, it does give out a decent amount of vapour. Now, I've been using this for just over a week now, and I've still got the same coil in there that I started with. Now, with the mouth to lung coil, you can get it nice and down and nice and tight to get a really nice tight mouth to lung from it. And I just don't like the drip tip, so I'll put a different drip tip on. 2mm capacity at the minute. I don't know if you can actually get the bigger pods. I've tried looking, can't find them anywhere, but apparently you can get that bung out. I'm not sure how, but on the internet it's telling you that you can. Go and look for yourselves. I'm not going to bother because I'll probably end up breaking it, and these pods are quite expensive. You're looking from £8 to £11 for a glass pod. 510 mouthpiece, which is nice, so you can switch it out for something your own to match the device itself. Filling port is a little bit fiddly in my opinion to actually fill it up, just because you get a bit of backup for the juice out of that as well. The overall look of the device I really do like. The feel of it in the hands, really nice. Menu functionality, absolutely brilliant and easy to use. There's 3 different menus there as well. 3 different power functions. So you got your FO, what everyone's calling it, which is your frequency to find your hertz. So you got 20 to 50 hertz, which is for your direct to lung, and 50 to 100 is for your mouth to lung. And that's meant to pick out different flavours in your vape at different hertz, so you get a different flavour each time. Now, to me, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but it does make a little bit of difference. But but taste is subjective to everybody, so you have to try it for yourself to see if it works for you. You've also got your power mode for your wattage and your voltage, and then you've got Coil Plus, which is for your mouth to lung. Your coil plus is for your voltage and your watches again, and apparently it just pushes some more e-liquid in there, so your coil lasts a little bit longer. You've also got refresh, which is a coil cleaning system on the device where it vibrates the coil and it pushes more liquid in to wash out the bad stuff or whatever. I just don't know where that bad stuff goes. Not sure if it does or it just makes it wet enough so you don't get bad stuff. But it also vaporises it at that high frequency when it is vibrating. So it's one of them. Does it make your coil last longer? I will be putting in my weekly live shows an update on this coil to see how long it will last as well. I like how it comes with a 510 adapter, so I'll put that on there and I will turn that up to 30 watts. So I've got the gear on top. That's how it looks with the gear on top. So it looks like a nice built-in battery mod now with just an RTA on top, and this is how I've been running it for the main amount of time, to be honest. Just because I like a bit more of a wide open airflow, but that's down to personal subjectives. The menu settings to change different things, I quite like the ease of using that, but you can only use that FO feature, the frequency for the hertz, once you've passed 6,000 puffs or you've got the passcode. Now, I nicked the passcode off Little Bro Vapes. I won't nick his glory, so you can go over to him and go and have a look for the code off his channel. Goods and bads about this. I don't like how it's a 2mm pod, but that's UK for you, and what can you do? I don't like the filling on that because it does back up quite a bit and it's just a little bit too fiddly to fill up. When I get a car, this will be a driving mod for me, to be quite honest. Battery life, 3000 mAh. It's a single VTC6 in here, basically, if you think about it in an 18650 format. Now, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I chain vape like hell in the morning, especially on 3mg. I should really get a mouth to lung set up for the mornings and really vape on it that way. A little bit more higher nicotine maybe. They're each to their own, but I do chain vape on this in the morning, and by 8 o'clock I've only got half a battery left, so that's only 3 hours. By 12 o'clock, half 12, I have to put it on charge when I'm at work. But the good thing about this, even though I do have 2 devices on the go every day, by the time I'm on my break, so between half 12 and 1, so I'll go on my break at 1, the device is charged, so within half an hour. And yes, I don't have it fully flat when I charge it. It's on 24-25% when I do put it on charge. So from 25 to 100% in half an hour, I don't think that's bad because it has got that 2.0 amp charging capability. So fast charging. So there you go. I don't know how well that's going to keep up the battery over time, but once again we'll let you know as we go on with the live shows on a Sunday. Other than that, guys, I think it's built really well. It's an Innokin device. I do like how they've done the boxes now with the 100% recyclable packaging, and you know they're trying to save the environment. You know, good on them. Let them carry on. You know, but that's it, guys. It's a pretty decent device. It's a device if you're going out, if you're in the car. For me, anyway. It wouldn't be an all-day sort of device. It really wouldn't. It'd just be something that to carry about, like take your dog for a walk, or you're just popping out to the shops. it's not an all-day device because it is only a 3000 mAh battery. Now, if they made that a little bit bigger, yeah, I probably could see if. I reckon they could have put in there maybe a 21700 size battery. I have about 4200 mAh in there. You probably get a little bit longer out of it, but 3000, it's not bad for a device of this caliber. So guys, that is it from me today. All links are down there in the description, so don't forget to go over to the Facebook group page, Instagram and Twitter, LinkedIn if you're on there as well, and TikTok. I didn't say that. Other than that, guys, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We are very, very close to that 100, and it gives me a few more things on the channel to help you guys and communicate with you guys as well. So you get a community tab, which is great. I want one of those because I need to communicate with my followers. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you on the next one, which will probably be the Sunday live. Have a good one. Ta-ra a bit.